From my leg out
But it was, no, it was from the
in my razor.
All right, so we're back in session. It's 2:15, and we'll start where we left off on budget workshop.
You want DPS?
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna go on to DPS. Liz tried to get a hold of Constable Precinct 4, but he's in Tennessee. I mean, what? 4. But I messed up a while ago, so I wasn't gonna say anything. 'Cause I'm like, yeah, DPS, not asking for anything other than what we've got, they've got. Then we have the sheriff's budget. And believe what I'm having here, it looks like to combine, we combined the phone and the data and the training on the ED and seminars all into one line, is that correct?
The only thing that probably is going to change is the Lone Star grant, the overtime and the equipment, so we get the set in stone how much we're getting.
Correct.
So I can either just leave that blank and we can do a budget amendment at that time, or I can put what I think it's going to be in there.
Can we put something in there?
We can,
yeah.
and then we can always amend it however we need to.
That'll work.
I think Sean had mentioned we have that task force grant, and that's going away.
Which was that?
1021.
That was our auto theft. So Travis County is elected not to continue administering the grant. The funds are still there, but they don't want to do it anymore. So that our task force deputy has just been huge. I went back at lunch real quick just to give you all some quick numbers. This is just in the last 5 months. He's recovered 13 stolen vehicles, valued at $248,000. They conducted 2 BIN etching events here in Gonzales, and then the 68 A's, those trailer inspections. He's done 14 of those, so that's safe.
How many vehicles are recovered?
13.
That's the whole task force?
No, sir, that's just our.
In what
That's
county?
only our person, our guy.
And that was all Gonzales County?
Yes, I believe so. Yes, sir. He has been. It's been huge having him. I mean, we've got a semi truck trailer right now, 53-foot one sitting around back. It's almost brand new. The insurance company's actually going to donate it to the county. So he's doing really, really well.
But you said they're not doing the task force anymore.
No, sir. They've elected not to renew administering that grant. Like I said, it stinks because the funding is still there from the grant. It's just a lot of work, I think, administering that grant. They don't want to do it anymore. So I'm sure they're going to do the same thing with their people. We'll be bringing them on board and with their agency, and that's what we're going to ask them to do with our guy.
So that'll give you how many deputies in?
That would be, well, it would still put us at 27 full-time because that number wouldn't, that's where we're at right now. So that wouldn't change. It'd still be the same number. We would just have to be responsible now for all of his salary instead of the, 20%.
Well, I think our agreement was when we got that really good work, we talked about keeping it going, but I don't know what y'all feelings on about it. I mean, because he's not gonna be task force anymore, he's just gonna be a deputy, so he's just gonna get another deputy.
No, sir. We're not going to change anything. He's just not going to be affiliated with that with the SCADA task force. But we'll keep him doing exactly what he's doing right now. He's still working auto theft in Gonzales County. It'll just be 100% in Gonzales County.
So he wouldn't be a patrol deputy?
Correct. You're correct. No patrol deputy. We're going to keep him going, recovering stolen. Like I said, it's huge what he's been able to do.
Now, is it auto task force only, or does he do any other kind of asset recovery, or just auto? I mean,
Yeah, it's just been auto theft, correct. And we have assigned stuff like vehicle burglaries and stuff like that, which we could use more and more now without him being at the task force position. Anything that's stolen vehicle related or burglary vehicle related, he would be responsible for all those investigations.
So Shauna, what would be the difference? I know we pay like half or whatever, is that what it comes to? Just to give the commissioners an idea of what it would cost us.
20%.
How much?
We did 20% for this grant, so we paid like 12,000 just out of his salary, and then his retirement, insurance, all that added to it.
We paid 12,000.
Plus his benefits.
What's it gonna cost us now?
He would be 63,000. Plus,
About 50 grand.
yeah, added to it. And really, right now, his insurance, all that stuff is already in the totals. It's the way they pay
That'll
that.
be more than, right? 'Cause
Well, it's already in the totals. Because I have to figure all that in there, because then they pay us back a little bit each time. So yes, I mean, it'll be 63.
Honestly, if Austin don't think it's working, and they get away with it, 13 vehicles recovered for that kind of money, I don't think it's worth us doing it myself. Were all those vehicles stolen in Gonzales?
No, sir. No, so they would have been anywhere.
Other counties, yeah.
Correct.
So our people didn't benefit that much from it.
Yeah, I don't know what, I didn't break it down that much to see how many of them are. Yeah, I couldn't give you that.
So he caught 13, but they weren't from Gonzales County.
Yeah, not all 13 would be.
If Austin's not doing it, they don't feel like it's working, I don't think we ought to be working it ourselves. I'm no on it, whatever y'all want to do.
No on the task force, or what about the deputy position?
I'm no on this task force, the task force is gone, isn't it?
That's my understanding as of right
Yeah.
now. It hasn't been official, but what we're hearing is that, yeah, Travis County doesn't want to continue working because of the work involved in the grants.
I'm no on the deputy and on the task force. If we're out of the task force, we got this other deputy, it's costing us another $50,000. How many deputies do y'all have beside him?
So we'd be at 26.
26.
Now, when you're fully staffed, how many do you have?
That, well, I'm
That's-
sorry, that's the full number.
Yeah.
It being
And how many
forced.
do we currently have that are, you got to
We're
figure it
short one at this moment.
Because if he rolled over and filled that vacant, not
Yes, sir.
creating a new one, but filled the vacancy, we could still keep him and keep him busy.
Correct.
Just not,
It's a task.
Correct, we had talked about that.
Right.
We're just
That's why
saying,
we
not
held
that
the
he would
position.
lose his job because
Right.
we're doing away with the position.
That is correct, we just give up a patrol position.
And it would be up to you, the sheriff, or whatever, if they want to continue to work some of the tasks, I mean,
Yes, all of them.
the stuff
Yeah,
with
he just-
him,
and-
then
and I
that would
will
be
say-
y'all's prerogative if that's what you
In
want.
those 6 months too, though, he's been gone a lot as far as training because he's brand new. So he's going to week-long conferences quite a bit. So now he's finally got to that point to where he's about got all his training done. So
How
I
much
think
did that cost us?
that was task force.
Task force paid for
That was all paid for.
Right now he has-
benefit to it if he got trained on it.
That's what I was gonna say, if you get benefit, you got a man with all the training and knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Short.
Oh, it was a
man.
huge benefit.
So they have 15 deputies, just deputies, or 14 for short ones.
Correct.
So that's,
I said,
yeah.
if you stay, you got with all that.
If he stays, he just roll into one of those open positions.
If he goes to a deputy. Right now, he's considered almost like an investigator, so we have to have an investigator, we want to keep him as that.
So how many deputies does he have now? You said 13?
No, there's 15, but he said he's short one, so he has 14.
No, he said more than that.
Well, no, altogether.
Yes,
Control
that
it,
would
control it,
that would include the sheriff too. So even the sheriff's spot down.
26 total,
26.
Yeah.
yeah, commissioned employees.
I think we'll kill this position out, let him roll over from one of them other positions. And if y'all want to use him to work stolen cars, that's the sheriff's decision. I don't think we need to fund this deal anymore. And it was, when we told the sheriff we'd go, he was agreeable. If it didn't work, we wasn't gonna do it again.
Sure.
So, that's the way I feel about it.
And they didn't give an indication of exactly when.
They didn't.
100%.
So,
Their grant ends in September. August.
Yeah, I can't remember.
August, I think, is they start over September 1st, so end of August, that's,
then that would go away, more than likely.
yeah.
What if it doesn't?
Which we still have money, I'm sure we'll be
So if
fine.
it doesn't go away, then you would continue it?
Yeah, I think so.
So then my next question is you saying there's a difference in pay between the deputy and him? Is that what the deal is?
What we were asking for if we kept him full-time because he's assigned to CID investigations to give him investigator pay, which is I don't know what it is, a little bit of a bump up.
About 70 cents more an what he's making right now. He's making deputy pay right now. But if he went to investigator, it's about 70.
For the amount of work that he does.
What's he making, I mean, with the task force? I don't want him to get anything,
Hourly, or-
I'm just saying, whatever he's working with the task force, we wouldn't want him to get anything less if you're changing into the next position.
No, if he stayed a deputy, he would be making the same he did the task force. If he went to investigator, he'd be making a little more.
So in other words, they move him back to the deputy.
Still be the same.
He's not taking.
He's not taking a pay cut or anything like that.
That's correct. No.
Okay, that's, okay, that's,
Yeah, he would just stay the same. We kept him full-time and said we were just asking him to make an investigator.
And they school him for you, so that'll help him.
Absolutely.
Because we don't do away with the position, you're going to be paying another position, another deputy, another deputy, so one short.
Right, no, yeah, we'd be creating a new position.
Yeah, we'd be creating one position, and that's not going to be
And I was like, yeah, like you said, if the task force continues, we'll keep on with it. If it doesn't, we'll roll him into that open position. And
what else you got on there? Anything else? That's all that I had on there, unless there's something I'm missing.
Yeah, wanted the trailer with the camera system's already in here. It's already in. Then they wanted to get, and I did not put this in there, they wanted dispatcher uniforms.
Yeah, dispatch is just asking for uniforms. It's just a polo shirt, embroidered polo shirt, matching jackets. They want to start wearing a uniform.
what are they currently using?
Just plain clothes. Yeah, that way we put them in.
Now, if we do though, that will be something the county keeps, like if they leave, it's county property.
You just get through a uniform company or whatever like that?
Yeah, probably some local here that we'd have them go ahead and do all their embroidery work on a polo shirt.
No, I'm on board for that, because I think having their own uniform, gives them an identity. And
They deal a lot with the public, even
Yeah.
themselves, they go out to the lobby and do, so just make them look nice.
What about item 4540, repair vehicles? You have 132,000 there you used. Did you have 132 total budget?
Okay, so I added oil changes is now part of repair vehicle. It's not two separate lines now. And we had gone over tremendously in oil changes.
Y'all got more money in the budget than we do for repairs on our big machinery. That seems like a lot of money.
Also, what will come out of that line, yes, if they go and buy a vehicle that's not equipped, we take some of that out of that line. So you could have 30,000 come out of there to finish equipping a vehicle.
So you're taking you got all changes in there now? It's not showing on this yet. You got all changes?
See, oil change says 0, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because I already added that money up in.
okay, so we need to mark that out, all changes. We have a lot of all changes for that kind of money.
Oh yeah, he's already over.
Pam?
He's already over oil changes.
Yeah,
They
you
budgeted
$6,000.
I'm talking about the 100 and,
Oh, well, that's for equipment also. If they buy a vehicle not equipped, we take
you're
that.
gonna have, what's it gonna read in, repair vehicles, equipment and all changes?
No, it's just gonna be repair vehicle, just like it is.
Well, I know like.
We've always taken equipment out of it.
When I bought pickups, if I buy a pickup and equip it with toolboxes and fuel tanks, we put that into that capital asset. That's how I did it, that's how we used to do it.
But then, I don't know, we've always been told if you buy the vehicle that does not have the equipment on it, it goes up.
Well, I know when I bought pickups with Becky in the past, I mean, if I had budgeted $55,000 for the truck and I paid $50,000, then I could use that extra $5,000 for headache rack, toolbox.
But we probably transfer that money up to repair vehicle.
No, it was a capital expense because it's bolted to the machine. It's physically attached to the asset.
I'd have to look at that here.
I mean, that's how we did. So I would say if you do a police car, it should be the same thing. If you put lights and siren in it and you're buying it, it should all go to that asset. Makes sense to me.
But when you buy a car, you normally equip it to lights?
No, sir, we buy them just plain. and then we buy all the equipment separately and have it all installed.
And sometimes if you have stuff that you can be moved over, you can, but you buy a new car and you got a 3-year-old.
You're correct, and some of the radios and cameras we're trying to,
Yeah.
but as far as the lights and everything go, yeah, we have to start from
Cages and all
have
that.
to start brand new with that, yes, sir.
Now, is that better for us if we capitalize items like that? I mean, because you're,
I can look back, I can see, I don't know why it was done that way. Just-
I would think that would be right, though.
well, the way,
If you put 54,000, you spend 50, you spend 4,000 on stuff out,
and you bolted to it as part of it.
well, even if you say you bought a truck from a Ford dealer here, and he put all that stuff on there for you, he would be on the same bill,
Yeah.
send you down.
Right.
But this is different, we get the equipment from different people, not at the same time.
Well, I mean, and I've done the
Right.
same thing where I bought the truck, but then I bought the fuel tank and the transfer pump and all of that from, I could have bought it from Tractor Supply. And we had all went to the asset.
You didn't do your wrong call.
Heck, I did it how the auditor told me to do it. And
I guess
We
you
got a new sheriff in town.
I was gonna say.
I know what Megan did for me in the past was any part that was removable and transferred from one vehicle to, that could be transferred from one vehicle to another, and it is not a capital expense, and it actually, she moves the money for the equipment that is movable from one vehicle to another into the repair line item, and then that's how they, at least that's what they did for me.
Right, but like if you bought a computer that went in there and plugged in, I could see that. But if you screw, you bolted the lights to a light bar to it, that's not movable. You know what I'm saying?
And we do, actually, we move the light bars and stuff like that.
Right, but I think I know like with that, if you sell a house or if you sell real estate with reasonably attached fixtures, they're a fixture to the dwelling or to the house or whatever. So it's all how you look at it.
Oh, they also put more money in insurance. They're gonna have, what, 3 years, 4 years?
Yeah, so what we're running into is guys, we total out a vehicle or something, we're out. I mean, we don't have any more money in our budget to replace that vehicle. So we did the cost of the insurance, full coverage insurance. We're just gonna do the newer ones.
Right.
Wasn't very high, and it's less money than what we'd have to go out and purchase a brand new vehicle. I don't remember now what the total amount was in the insurance, but it was way less than we could just.
Ten thirty-four, grant overtime operation. What is that?
That's Operation Lone Star grant that we get for overtime when they work the Lone Star.
Okay, that's still in effect.
And that's the one that might change. He applied for the grant, but we're not sure exactly how much we're gonna get. I'm sure we're gonna get the same in overtime, I imagine. We have.
Yeah, I think I'm saying
Yeah, but-
maybe a little bit less.
And we'll also get possibly some equipment, for another vehicle, it's all coming out of that.
That SB 22 money, how they spend it too, on this, on the certificates and such.
Yes.
Y'all aware of that? Just for y'all's
Do what now?
y'all's information, I guess that Senate Bill 22 came out with money for officers that were like advanced master peace officer. They would pay them a little bit more money towards their salary. And it was $42,000 is what they divvied it out between the officers that were advanced, spoke Spanish, or
FTO.
FTO, or firearms trained, or whatever, they give them a little bump every month in their salary on that, utilizing that SB 22 money, just so y'all would
Kind of
know.
like Paul and Ken, or he does.
Yeah. Yeah. But just so that y'all are aware of it, that, you know, that it helped increase their salaries or whatever the case may be, and that's where the money's coming from, so just so y'all know.
Is it there for a long time or just
It's
whenever?
there for as long as Senate Bill 22 continues.
Still continues.
And that was the agreement that we ran through too, and some of them we made the deputies realize that
If it
there's
goes
no
away,
guarantee, right? If the Senate Bill 22 money goes, then that very much, though, certificate making also would go away.
and I think that Shauna did have a list of the ones that actually were getting what. So if y'all would want a list of that to see, you know, she could get y'all a copy of that, I believe.
So we have that money.
Just trying to keep y'all up to date on everything.
And their lines and stuff.
Appreciate it.
So the fuel tank you're talking about is the one you bought from Tractor Supply?
You what?
That fuel tank?
Yeah, you can buy it anyway.
Yeah, but.
Walmart.
We put that to 3630 to get what it's in your truck, but
Just recently or?
It might have
in
been,
FY '24, for last year.
I did one this year.
This was his.
Oh, it's his?
So it wasn't with your truck. Just-
No, I mean, I have, well, it's the truck that I'm currently driving is a 2020. When I bought it and bought everything, put it on there, it came off of that, so.
That was maybe before the change. I don't
Sound
know.
like you feel-
I just know what we're doing now.
Well,
I mean,
You're making this step. You can't be doing that no more, Colin.
Well, if y'all want to
We
do it that
always
way,
did
you
that
can, we
with
can change
the-
everything up.
well, no, but I'm saying you're buying new lights for a car and you're putting it under repairs.
I
You're
understand
not
that.
repairing it, you're buying a new item.
That's what we've done though, as long as I can remember, so we can either change it up and everybody on the same page, or we can keep it like it was. It doesn't matter to me.
Well, I mean, if you
Let
want
him
to,
do these that way, okay?
Everybody gets a different
Yeah,
way to do
everybody's
it.
different. Let Colin do this that way we want to do it. I just won't get a fuel tank, cause.
I ain't.
Don't get nothing
about
bolted
that,
to
I'll
you.
judge.
Use Velcro.
Yeah, I don't want a toolbox either.
Duct tape.
Toolbox.
Use some duct tape, you'll be okay.
Put it in a paper bag, throw it in the bag.
what else you got on the sheriff's
That's
office?
it.
All right, so I can scratch the little, come back on here off. So the only ones that we have to come back right now is the county attorney and constable of precinct 4. All right, so we'll move on. So Jimmy's getting as close as he can. Need to be a little bit closer. You better get closer.
I got close to the
You
door.
better get closer to Brzezowski over here is what you need, so.
I drew all over his paperwork when he was
I
gone.
want him right here in front of me, right here.
All right, 426, code enforcement.
The man of many hats.
Yeah.
And no hair.
But you don't have a hat on.
I didn't say that.
Can I get a county wig?
No, you don't need a wig. We'll just paint your head. We'll color it. Paint it the color you want.
All right, so under that one, I'm showing 2 satellite phones with upgrades.
Just one.
Just one.
So, the one that we have in our office is about 10 years old. That's the one that the COG bought for us back in 2013, 2014, somewhere around there. And it is kaput and past its time. Technology has changed. So what I provided with you was a quote to upgrade that satellite phone to ours. It was $5,800.
That was the one we repaired once before, and it's like $2,000 to repair or something like that.
Yeah, so this was starting fresh, is what it is.
So you got a new truck, right, Jimmy?
No, sir,
What is, when did you get your truck?
2020.
All right, so what you're gonna do is buy another truck for you and then one for the guy that's working for you?
Correct.
Is he gonna be the guy that's gonna get your truck? Is he gonna be the septic man and everything?
Yes, sir. He's already got his license. In fact, he's already done some inspections. He was full-time, he's full-time with EMS, and they tasked him to Kerrville, so he's there right now.
So will he ever be full-time for you or just go?
We have to do the court in the future, but right now, I mean,
That's in there.
I'm just asking to
Where's the
keep
yellow
him part-time with
Right.
this budget. Is all I'm doing. Keep him part-time.
Okay.
Keep it part-time.
We must be eventually gonna be more part-time, if we're buying a new truck. We're buying another truck.
I've got a 2013 Tahoe that's got 110,000 miles on it. Probably by the time we get a new truck, whenever that occurs, it'll probably have 120, 130,000 miles on it. I've got the engine light on right now, and we're not quite sure what's going on with it.
You feel the same?
You should feel really safe.
Oh, I don't want to be with you.
You come to that light, Donnie, with some duct tape in it, or?
Duct tape.
Yeah.
It makes me either should cut that light off with or eventually burn out.
We could just cover it up.
We can take it out of college repair equipment.
Don't put no toolbox on it.
I need a fuel tank.
In 24, the fuel's coming out. Was for,
Find some more of that.
no, it was not for that.
Hey, you gotta be
That
quiet, you're gonna incriminate
was, no, that was
yourself.
replacing one that had a hole in it. So that was
Oh, we
22.
found it.
See, still
See?
on that.
I'm gonna go back and look.
You he's got a good memory. I'm not gonna second guess him.
Well, and that could have been, things change daily over there, so that could have happened.
Yeah, back then changed real
I'm not
daily.
saying it didn't
Stuff I ain't never
Seems
seen.
like removed.
It was like those deals that you come in and one day would be this and the next be a whole different set of numbers. I'm like, wait a minute, how'd that happen?
Well, let's get back on task.
All right,
Let's get
Oh,
back to
thanks a
Jimmy.
lot.
you got Jimmy right across from you, so.
I think you just, how do you make an X? I guess if he's gotta have a truck, we'll just wait and see if we're gonna have some money. I guess we can try to give him a truck, I guess, I don't know. But what are you gonna do if we don't let you keep that man? You're gonna have 2 trucks and 1 man driving it, huh?
That's a good question.
If we didn't
Yeah,
have
the
that.
county attorney's office wants.
If you didn't have a part-time man, you wouldn't need this truck.
You're
Right.
correct. You're correct.
So we get away with a part-time man,
You need to up my medicine.
okay, I don't have a problem with it. I must be getting weak in my old age. What about you guys? Y'all don't say much, you know, y'all do get a check every month.
I just like
I'll
have
give
the
out.
toolbox to get a hold of it. Fuel tank.
Keep y'all straight over here.
Oh my God.
Don't ask Roy. He comes over there and,
Hey, the phone deal gets me 5,800, that's just crazy.
that's a satellite phone.
Satellite.
So,
That's so no cell phone works at satellite.
That's correct.
All right, now what about these new radios we got? We're talking, you can talk on them, can't you, on the satellite?
Not that I'm aware of. If the towers go down, the only thing that'll work are the satellite phones.
You're gonna need it.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
The hospital's got one, the sheriff's office has got one,
So then why
EMS.
you, sheriff's office got one, you can go over there and say, Sheriff, who do you use your phone?
Yeah, I ain't telling the sheriff anything. That's just the ultimate fallback in case something were to happen. is all.
Jimmy, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the code actually mandates that it's required that the sheriff's office has one, we have one, emergency operations.
Y'all got one too?
No, sorry, the police, emergency operations, and the COG has one as well, because they test it once a month, they're supposed to call it and test it.
So the COG, since they bought that last one, they interested in buying those?
I haven't asked them, that's a good.
I'm just curious. I mean, not saying not, but say,
I can
look,
ask
this
them.
thing's outdated and y'all want us to have it. Can y'all get us another one?
Well, I know when it broke, I did request that they would repair it, and they said, no, we just provided to you on the first time, y'all are responsible for maintaining it.
We'll say, but it's not maintainable, so let's start over with the new.
Start over with a new one. Just check and see, just for the heck of it, regardless.
Well, let's make a decision with him so we don't have to come back.
What are you laughing at? Tony's not.
We can just check on it. I mean, it's.
See if it put that satellite phone in a pickup. And
They got you, did. Hey, are you gonna?
Are you gonna mount it?
Or just gonna?
There's gotta be both
can see it.
There's that old sheriff's department van at precinct 1 sitting there just waiting for somebody to drive it.
That stranger danger
They
man?
put a lot of stuff in it.
They're driving that stranger danger man.
Like that cop blue car I used to have to drive as a sergeant.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna put the Rosowski flames on it, but I thought I better not.
All right, y'all go with Jimmy?
There we go with Jimmy.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go to 430. Indigent services. So this year, we have had a definite increase in funeral expenses for people who don't have any money. I don't know what we stand at. I think it's 10. How many funerals did we do this year already? 10? Close to it? So we had to actually increase that budget line due to the fact that people come in that are from the county that die that are indigent and cannot bury. So we bury them, and it's $800 is what we pay for the burial or cremation. And we've had a bunch. We actually had one, just for y'all's information, that came in the other day that wasn't even from this county. They told him to come talk to us, and it's like, is he from here? No. Did he die here? No. Where'd he die? Was it call it like Hayes County? Hayes County. So y'all need to go to the county judge down there because we can't pay for that. So anyway, so that we did increase that just a little bit. Hopefully, we won't have that many, but it's there.
You don't ever know.
Never know. So I think we increased it from, is it 800 to 1,200, something like that?
To 12,000, right? Or you increased
We
it.
had 4,800 and
Yeah.
we put 6,000.
Yeah, we increased it, increased it just a little bit, just to have. Anything else on that line, Sean? 431, County Extension Services. I'm not showing anything unless you have something. I didn't get anything from them.
No.
Move the line across.
So they are still good to go. Then we have the County Clerk Archives. I believe there's 60,000 in that, but that's,
That's money that. they
Not our-
collect
yeah,
every year.
that's-
All of
yeah.
these funds will be that.
and then we have the Probate Court Fund. I don't know where we stand on that. I usually put 500 in that just to have in there. That's 108. Yeah, we're good on that one. And then the law library fund, this is the one that we were discussing earlier this morning. That's the one that's got,
All that money.
You
Yep.
only got $2,000.
no, it just shows that we just throw 2,000 in there in case we did something with it, but,
That's where the internet comes out of that.
695.
yeah.
So we find out.
And I don't know the exact amount, but it's a lot in there, so. And we'll look into that to see if there's anything else other than what we can, what we make and utilize it for, but I don't know.
This probate fund. Then the next one is talking about the law.
Then 111 would be the county jury fund.
You got plenty.
Yeah, so far we haven't had any jury trials, so. We schedule them, but they do a good job in scaring them into a plea.
Getting them done with.
114 is the county clerk's record management fund. That is, and then the 115 is the district clerk records management fund. That's their money that they can utilize for their stuff that does not affect us. 117, I'm just looking through these here. So that family protection fund, county child, those are the ones that we just do every year that's the same. Now that 121, that Help America vote, does that have anything to do with that HAVA
Yes.
on that?
So, that's where the money would go that we get in for that, and
Should we budget that $8,500
maybe
there?
we should put it in here.
121, because we had put it into the,
To her line.
elections administrator, but it's gonna go, it needs to go into this line, because that's where we would pay it out of. I don't have any objection to that, if y'all don't. Probably make it easier for you to locate and have it.
Yes.
So we'll move that 8,500 to there if you want to, then, Shauna, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's probably where it needs to be anyway.
Yeah. And then the 123, court-initiated guardianships. I think we have that 2,500 in there, that's just in case we have that, and we don't. We used that one time, last year or the year before. I can't remember.
Actually, never.
Well, we used it, but I think we didn't pay it out of where it was supposed to be paid out of, we had one. Courthouse security fund will be 129. Oh, vital statistics, yeah. You good? You good, Sean, on all those?
Yes.
These extras are pretty much, yeah. And then the courthouse security fund. Justice and Court Building. 132 was the language access fund. You could put it in 132. Yeah. So that 132. So I don't know if that 132, correct me if I'm wrong, Shauna, on this here, but so HR, okay, Shauna's been involved, everybody's involved with this Title VI stuff. I don't know if y'all have become involved in it, but since we get grants from federal, from the state, and all this stuff, we have to comply with Title VI. And it's not a lot of fun. We got Title VI, and then we have to do the other with the Department of Transportation, which is two different ones. So basically, under the Title VI is, we have to be able to communicate with people in foreign languages. So, we've been trying to work and figure out how we can do it, because I think some of the stuff we have to have posted in English and in Spanish, because the majority of the people we have are in Spanish, but you may have somebody in Mandarin or any other language. So,
Don't they make a reader now or something, you talking to it, it translates it into English, or from English, or whatever?
yeah, they do, but I mean, we would have to have something like that in every office. And we're still in the gathering all this information, but we were in the red, but now we're in the green. So with Title VI on Misty and doing all of the stuff, but we still got ways to go. So it's funny because I don't know what it costs, but we was at a hospital the other day, and they had a deal on there. I took a picture of it where you call this number and then they talk for you both. So, and I don't know what it costs, but we've got to have something like that, but I don't think it would be that cheap unless they just use it during the services or whenever you need them. But it's something that Misty was going to look into and then give us some information on it. But I don't know if that's the case. Can that language access fund?
But that was just for interpreters for courts, I think. I can read up.
I'm just curious if it would apply for Title VI. But we do use a lot of interpreters for court. Most of them are in Spanish. Just,
Use the law library to get a book.
hey, to be able to help converse, I don't know, maybe that would be nice. But anyway, that's something just for y'all to put on the back burner, that because we get grants, we're gonna have to be in compliance with this, and all the offices are gonna have it, and you're gonna have. It's crazy.
Yeah, if there's something you could subscribe to on an as-needed basis.
I think that's what it is, but I don't know what the cost is or what it is. Because, I mean, you can call in whatever language it is, immediately they can say, yes, we can do Chinese, we can do Mandarin, we can do Spanish, we can do whatever. Yep. But anyway, something to y'all consider that may end up costing us down the road. You know, it's like they want us to do all this stuff, but don't come with any funding. So, other than you won't get no grants.
Right.
So the rest of these, court reporter services, that's just already good to go. The justice court technology, that's the JP's.
I did have to change a little bit of that.
Okay.
One of, I don't remember which one it was, I think JP3's was maintenance was going up.
Okay.
But they have the money.
That's,
it's
yes.
not
CO Tech Fund, Appellate Judicial Fund, those are all just sitting there. SCAP, we don't know what SCAP's gonna be till we get it. And that is the, for aliens or whatever that we deal with, and is that what they call that, SCAP? Was it
Yeah, it's,
something to deal with how many times you deal with somebody that's not legal, and they do reimburse us a little bit on that. Rural prosecutor office salary, that's 203.
that's with having Kristen's salary in there.
Right, that's what.
Exactly how it is.
And I mean, that would stay the same even though if she was still, if we agreed to her being a full-time employee, it would still, the pay would still come out of that until,
He's wanting it to come out of general fund.
huh?
I think he wants it to come out of general fund.
Oh,
It put
Gotcha.
two part-time people in this.
gotcha,
So,
gotcha.
I don't know what the difference in the
All
part-time.
right, well, he'll be here to elaborate on all that, so.
But right now, this is what it is with her.
And the 207 is the revolving loan fund, and that goes $2,400. That goes, Cheryl gets that because of the management of the funds at the treasurer's office. 210 is the county infrastructure. We don't have that right now. Then we got road and bridge 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we also have the road and bridge secretary. I don't know, did you have anything on yours? You had a-
I stayed the same, I just put some more money in there for a laptop or something, but I'm still around the same budget. I might have gone up a little bit for printing stuff, because I have a new printer. We do need to speak about Commissioner State.
What's that?
We need to talk about your positions in your budget.
Right. I didn't get to put it in. It was, I wanted to make one guy stand up and be the boss of around.
The lead.
Lead man,
Foreman, yes, sir.
foreman or whatever.
I think we call them lead meetings, what we call them.
Lead, I think it's listed lead.
listed
but
as
Some,
foreman.
yeah,
Foreman,
some
foreman.
people call it foreman, some people call it.
Either or,
foreman.
same thing.
Yeah,
It's different ways in here, but
But I didn't get it in there in time.
Well, you still got plenty of time.
Well,
This is the time.
I mean, we need one, I need one. Watch the sheet, I can turn it back, something comes up.
Do you have one in mind already?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we need to just note it in there and let Sean know.
I also need to bring up, this is a good time, I don't know if this is or not. Daisy Shesky reached out to all of you guys about doing a countywide cleanup. And I told her I would bring it up during budget, so I'm bringing it up. This is not the right time and y'all like to talk about it some other time, we can talk about it some other time.
You know, it would be like the Jim Price deal.
It would be a county gym, well, yes, sir, yes, sir.
I think it'd be something to try in each one of our precincts. I think we need to ask Carter to check with the city and see what it costs. Maybe that would allow, keep people from throwing all these tires and all this trash on our county roads. It might help, it might not. But it might be good to try it one time and see if it works. It may be a disaster on what we did.
I wonder if it's something, and I don't know, but maybe check with Golden Crescent.
I did.
They're not doing anything? Or they do
It's
stuff?
a tire thing, and I called because, we haven't been included in it maybe 2 years. And I said, hey, we'd really like to do that again. And they said, well, we haven't asked for funding. This has probably been 3 months ago. But we'll include you in our next year, so it'd be 26 funding. So I don't know if we're gonna get that, but that is just for tires. I know it'd be really great if we could do 8 tires. I know the tires is a very big chunk of that money. So I did reach out to them about it. I probably need to reach out again because they kind of are having a revolving door over there. So I probably need to reach out again and see if we were even included in that, but
I wonder what it would cost for like dumpster, get a big dumpster or dumpsters to come in to sit in the precinct and see,
Johnny Hall brought it up that Golden Crescent purchased a tire cutter to where you take, say, a pickup tire and you cut it in 4 pieces, then you can legally put it in the dumpster. But I haven't heard more about it from him or what goes on.
I'm just saying, because if you did, on those, what we could do on tires, but I'm just saying, you're saying for like trash and stuff like
Put it in
that.
the trash.
Wonder what it would cost us as a county to do it for each precinct, just something to look
Well,
at.
the dumpsters, if you,
I'm talking about them big roll-on.
like a
roll on.
30-yard
Yeah,
dumpster,
yeah.
they're probably around, they go by weight, depending on how much you put in them. But I know we've rented them before, but they have to haul of it either to San Antonio or Victoria, and they're anywhere from 800 to 1,500, depending on how big you get.
And then the weight, I mean, that wouldn't be horrible to bring some in for each one if we decided to do something like that, to have a place to set it up for those people. We would just have to monitor probably some of y'all's guys and make sure that they're in your area and you don't have everybody else bringing their junk
Yeah,
in.
we'd have to do something.
You'd have to police it.
It's gonna be unbelievable. We could,
I can
Control
only
it
imagine.
was- Somebody would go to remodeling a house or a barn, they was like, oh man, they got a dumpster over there.
That ain't gonna work.
You
It
know,
would-
See, we had that oil pump deal when I took over the welder. Everybody in the world was coming, the city had it over there and dumped it there. They just set the oil out by the, wouldn't even pour it in the tank, so we got them to move it. But you'd have to be secure, you have to have, I've talked to some other counties before, and what they do is, like they'll put a dumpster, and you drive up, they get $1 for a big bag of trash, or, just something like that, just to help pay for the dumpster. But you're right, it'd have to be behind a closed fence.
Yeah,
You'd have to have certain days you're gonna bring it.
I would say that you'd have to have some of your road and bridge guys that would be there during the time of operation hours, and probably wouldn't even hurt to have one of the constables to be around.
do they still do that at the city? Because they used to have 2 people pull out.
They used to do it, but I hope they don't do it on y'all's new place that y'all put all that fancy stuff out there.
They had it over in the yard,
Yeah.
and they come in, pay so much a truckload or whatever truck they had. And they was charging pretty good for it.
I know the city of Nixon does it. They went up on their cost just because it's more expensive.
Right.
And they have certain days that they do it, and you have to bring a water bill or something to show that you are a city resident, and then you can dispose of it. So much for a truck.
Well, that's a good idea.
So much for a trailer load, and,
Can you find out about those trucks?
yeah, no, I asked.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. And I mean, the thing about it is y'all know who lives, that is there, but if you don't know them, then they would be able to produce
Or just an ID, show
Water
water.
bill or something.
or address where they live.
Right.
I got you.
Yeah, doing this county though, or city?
County.
I did talk to Laura, and I think it's about $1,000 per roll-off was what they were getting charged. Now, they have that contract with those companies, so is it a little bit cheaper for them? I don't know. I wanted to see if this was even something that we were gonna have the money for, because I didn't know if we were gonna have the money for it.
Lauren with the city.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, Laura Zella of the
Oh,
city.
okay, I
She's
found
kind of
it.
in charge of their gym price.
So the thing about it is if we have an interlocal agreement with them, we might piggyback.
With Daisy, when she sent that, did they do it in Guadalupe County?
Yes, sir.
So what was their procedure? Do you remember?
I do not remember.
Oh, okay.
I will be happy to look over it again, but there is one commissioner that was kind of, I think he was doing it more often than just like a one-time event. Now, we can do this however y'all want to do it. I was gonna be happy if we just did it one time. I mean, I think it's gonna help y'all not having to go out and pick trash off the side of the road and pick up a bunch of tires. I really do.
Mattresses,
Would we
everything.
take tires?
That's the next
also?
question.
Because tires are more expensive.
That's gonna be different, and that's why I'm hoping to get that money from Golden Crescent. Now, I need to check back with them, but yes, sir.
We have.
Well, the
we
thing
are-
about it is if we were to take tires and we pretty much, we'd have to get rid of them on our own.
Right,
But that would
we currently
still
do
keep
ones
y'all
that
from having to pick them up on the side of the road.
Right, I mean, we take them and we pick them up and we put them in our trailer and haul them to Liberty Tire Disposal, and they just charge so much a ton for big tires and so much a ton for car tires.
You know, that another thing I'm just thinking, I probably shouldn't even say that, but like that that excess money that we get at times, we had 60-something thousand, it'd be nice to put that towards something like that. Instead of giving it to, and it would, that'll help the people too.
Yeah, we get the county cleaned up.
Just a thought, just a
Right.
thought.
That would be good.
That's a good idea.
We could do one in Nixon for Collie, one in Willow for Donnie, and then we could go together in Gonzales.
Yeah.
And then we wouldn't have to have another one.
Are you gonna have different dumpsters for different things, or is it one dumpster?
Well, I think
You
you
would
would
have
have
the
like
metal.
trash,
Yeah.
metal.
I would probably get some direction from the city because they've been doing it, or maybe
Actually,
I'll call Guadalupe
It'd be
County.
smart to get the metal and you can take it and sell it.
Yeah, you'd have a recycle one.
There's another company in town besides A&S, and they're paying more than A&S. I can't remember the name now.
Did A&S sold? Did A&S
The
sell?
new one is
I
Superior.
thought A&S was
Okay.
sold. I was gonna sell.
They're out of Lulu, but then they have it right by
You
LNC.
get another hole.
Yes, sir.
If you close, I mean, we run right over there and dump it off in here. You see that comes up on top of it.
Oh,
Dig a hole.
What'd you get that,
Deep as you can dig.
what'd you get that DVC?
to the water line, to the water line. Oh, God. Another thing, since I got y'all here, I don't know if he's talked to y'all,
I hear them.
but Randy Dupree has called me about if y'all were interested in him bringing stuff. I don't know if you ever called him or.
No, I wanted to check, go back and check, and see what it costs us to go up there 3 times a day, and fuel mileage.
I had told him that I would.
I'm gonna get with him.
What are y'all talking about, Randy?
Randy Dupree with Otoya, he came in, and he said that he would, instead of y'all having to run all the way up there all the time, 'cause
Well, would we have to bid that?
Yes.
Yes, I'd have to go through Sean.
I put some figures together here last year, and we're still way ahead on the ground. I keep a record of my field, we run every day and everything, and we're still, and,
Roy, I know
Did you see his figures?
sir,
Did you see Dupree's?
no, I didn't see his figures, I
I
just.
don't
He
care.
cut it down.
do you have them?
I think I do.
I have it in my office.
Did he send them to us?
He gave us a handout. He gave us all a handout.
No, he did a new one, didn't he? Did a figured one, I think.
Yeah, so.
Anyway, I told him that during budget that I would bring it up and just check with y'all and see what, y'all
You go
could-
out on gravel bids end of August, so if that's a thing, then the gravel bids wouldn't include
hauling.
hauling, we'd have to do a whole separate bid for hauling.
Now, when you do your bid, you get gravel and then the gravel delivered, which
Correct.
is in there. So you have to go out at the same time. Because some people give a bid on gravel and no hauling, they could just do a bid on hauling and no gravel.
So I would do 2 separate bids, it would be just for the gravel and then if you haul.
And that was backhaul, so that's getting over there, running it back there and after that. You know, but it can be rolled. That's not hauling.
Well, I was, Jimmy said that you got good stack, that's nice.
Yeah, it'll be a backhaul, and then, he has other equipment, they down in South Texas right now building pads and that, but it'd be mostly backhaul and like,
Yeah.
You'll be all right, we both end up together.
What?
Color, we got you on this tank field. You need to research that.
Sean's gonna look it up, I know she is, I know she's gonna look it
He
up.
talks about CDL
The
too.
bolts and the stuff down.
CDL, go ahead.
We also need to speak about the CDL and some of our guys, and y'all need to talk about that and hash that out.
CDL.
We're gonna have to do something because you can't hire anybody younger than 35 down below that's got a CDL license. And if they go get it, it costs them $5,000-6,000. And they're not gonna go get it. So I think we're gonna run into a bump in the road that we're not gonna have drivers for our trucks.
But you can't pay for it. We went through that, guy that I hired, and he had to pay for his own. And I was trying to see how we can do it. Well, I know, again, we're going through the auditor's office, they went out, I think, on this one, and there were other counties that tried to come up with a program, but they were saying, at the end of the day, when they get this license, it's their license, so you can't, the way I understand it, you can't pay for it, because they can quit in 6 months and have it, and we're going to pay for
Now, see, I'll dispute that to the fact is, right now, we sit here with the sheriff's department,
That's what I.
and we hire these people that go and we get them certified as a commissioned peace officer, and they can come back and work for us, and then they can leave and go to work for another outfit.
Right.
In their contract, then they owe us.
So,
They have to pay us
I
back.
talked,
Did they tell you all
I
that?
actually talked to
I think
Kristen.
we, Sean, didn't we finally get paid back from the guy that quit?
I believe so. The sheriff was in
Yeah.
touch with the chief.
but we
Yes,
had,
that's right.
but we had a deal that he had to work for us for 2 years,
3, I think.
or 3 years, whatever the case may be, with the deal that if you leave, then you have to reimburse us.
Correct.
Legal wise, I'm not sure, but I don't know why we couldn't do that with a CDL driver, that's somebody that's gonna work for us.
Carly's already reached out to me about it, and we are able to do that.
I would
We have to
think-
have an agreement in place, and then just based on how quickly they, or how long you want them to stay, or it would be like a stair step kind
Okay.
of reimbursement.
Yeah, I can see that being,
But it is allowed.
okay, so it is allowed.
We didn't look into that.
Well, basically what we need to do is create a policy and put it into effect.
For 20 years and you got it.
Huh?
For 20 years and you got it.
Well, 20 you got it, I don't know if you'll get by with that much. You'd be better off to stay with the 2 years, take the 0 off. But you gotta look at it too, I mean, they got a good job if they're from Gonzales. You're not gonna find a better paying job or better anything else, they're going, you know, what's your turnover rate? Not a whole lot, so,
But not online.
You know what's good
Yeah.
about it? Hey, you know, we got employees like Donnie's got, and we got a plumber, he's got carpenters, and building,
yep,
and it saves the county off.
it does.
And like,
I got the woodchuck.
and Donnie did a hell of a job over at our building. I want to thank Donnie here.
No, it's,
Turned out pretty good.
I got to get over there to see it, because last time I seen it, boy, I had to have sunglasses on inside.
It was pretty rough.
open house.
Oh, we got an open house. Fish fry. Fish fry. Hey.
Good ribeyes.
Well, now you're talking better language.
Yeah.
So then we can do that, so let's,
Okay.
get with Misty or somebody, let's see if we can create a policy on that through HR. Then we'll bring it out and we'll have Preston and them look over it, and then we'll just put it out and then we'll roll with it.
We'll have to get a
The-
contract signed with them.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then, didn't Carly, you checking in with school in, what, Fort Worth, or what was it?
It's Dallas, Fort
Dallas?
Worth. It's, I hate to give y'all a price because she still hasn't
No,
emailed me
no.
back, but it's less than $5,000. It's a week long, and when they come home from it, they have their CDL. They
Yeah.
set up the whole appointment with DMV.
But have you tried to take keys up in College Station?
I couldn't remember what that.
Because
No,
they
sir.
have it, they're a provider, so they actually, you don't have to go to GPS, you take the test there when you do all this stuff.
One of the commissioners gave me this number, so that was kind of where I went, but no,
Very
sir,
good.
that would be great.
Check with
That's
Tees,
why
'cause
I'm
it's
talking about-
closer.
It's in College Station and it's the whole line, turnkey deal.
What is it called? I'm sorry.
TEX, Texas Engineering.
Yeah, Teeks Engineer. Do a lot of,
Like I said, they're a provider to the state, so you don't have to go to DPS and take your test. They give you the test.
Thank you. I will check in with them.
I think that's, to me, that's a beneficial deal for
Yeah, in the
us.
future, we're gonna need drivers, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
And then there again, this is all about the state, and it's all about the money, and all of this stuff. Used to, you could get your CDL license with no problem, now you gotta have all of this stuff, and it's ridiculous.
well, I got one that has, just basic Class C, and then the other one needs air brakes, and he's good then. I know you got one.
And see, the bad thing about here, you go to do it, you gotta take your written test here, and you gotta go to Cuero to take your test.
Yeah, he took all.
But up there, you can do it all at one time and you're done. What about Victoria College? Do they have anything?
They do. It's about the same price, but it's like 11 weeks or something.
It's stretched out.
So
Gotcha.
if
We
we're
didn't
gonna,
look into that.
That just bumped
They
into
just
my
go
head, I
like-
didn't know.
A couple of times a week for a few hours.
Okay.
It's not a,
I like the one if you go for a week up there and you're done, you
I
come
like
back.
the Teeks,
I did,
if that would
it's one
work.
a week, I think it's 9 days.
Well, that's a big difference in 11 weeks. Trying to think, I don't have anything else right now other than we need Eddie and Moreno. Unless y'all can think of something else, guys.
Everything with road and bridges.
Oh,
Do we need to
I
make
looked through them all, I'm good.
the legal thing?
Y'all good?
I ain't got John.
Yes, sir.
Look on back on yours, I had a big bill on there
For construction.
Yeah, construction. I took some off the big minus by yours, so I could get some cash out.
And then one was about a haul trailer, you know, for heavy equipment like that, track loader and other equipment.
CEO thing.
The one we got, that we shared, Roy and I, it's
Well, we get it done before this.
pretty much,
Or y'all get one with the neck folds down and you drive it
I was
on, or
planning on
you
doing
get
it
one
next fiscal year, so you want to.
Right.
slide.
Let me see where.
we just put it in
My
there.
sheriff's office, I think
Uh,
the sheriff's
Last
training.
this year, it's got,
We
it's
use
a
that,
high
into that.
Yes, ma'am.
Figure out who needs
It's got,
that.
it's got the deck on top, it's got a hydraulic deal.
We're gonna add for the CDOs. Well,
RGM.
probably put on the training, we'll just see who needs it, not just have that money.
they each got training budgets, so
Yes.
that's great. The other thing is, when do we think we're gonna get our numbers for the tax?
I thought you could get a manufacturer.
so which one you can?
I got that conference this
The
week.
one you talking about, you can or
Oh.
can't?
The one that I'm buying.
I'm
That
halfway
was
done.
the bill
You
from
can get
Toya,
RGM,
she found that
drive
thing.
up
she
over
did,
on
so-
the back wheels, depending on how many-
That was from June, but
Oh, okay.
didn't know if that'd be cheaper than what you can do it or whatever, just a thought.
They actually got, I'm probably get mine, they got two used ones in front of me.
So-
In Alamo, for that Sun State equipment around.
Oh, uh-huh.
Mine, last time I figured it was costing me around labor,
Diesel
diesel.
and gravel.
Gravel, that was what the gravel.
I don't even know what it is.
312 for just a bill.
What year was that?
That chamber thing, if you want to talk about the chamber thing.
Last year.
I-
Probably six regular.
I'll let you.
Gravel, figure
That's cheap, 'cause that's the only, well, that's about right. 'Cause right now, if I
Yes.
have a limestone delivered, it's $19 a ton. I pay $6, it's $13 a ton. That means he's probably $13 a ton.
Oh, yes, sir.
So that's, yeah.
So that's cheaper.
I mean, that's the same thing that I was working on,
You're talking about the tall.
You only have a little bit more.
like if I call C-Max or Brontex or whoever, and bring me a load, I think this last week it was like $19 a ton. I'm paying $6 a ton, period. So it's 13. Now, I know a lot of those companies are gonna have price increases this year, I've already got heard.
Sure.
They're out. I don't know how many price on that we're gonna do. If he sticks with 13, then it's not.
Yeah, I figured my man hours, my, you know, 'cause I was wondering where I was coming out. Man hours, diesel and all that stuff, oh my God. And I figured 3 loads a day, so we all that.
So the other thing is, I guess, is that we know that since we have that tax note, we're probably gonna be about 4 cents, at least more than what we were last year, so that would put us at about 24, so I don't know where everything's gonna fall.
Yeah, and I won't have
And she won't have the figures till next week.
accurate figures because we won't have the whole budget done.
So we won't know what we have, where we sit, as far as general fund, what do you think we're coming back at the end of the year, guesstimate? 6, so I got 6 to 7.
How does that affect that, we never had a note for like our budget revenue, go back right now?
We're gonna find that, it's accounted for in there, because I know we're gonna go from 20 cents to at least 24. And that would be for 7 years.
You had a revenue rate plus that, or roll back?
Well, whatever you know the revenue falls at, it may be 20, maybe 21, 22, and then we still should be fairly low, I would think, but yeah, I don't know. So then that's the other question is I know we can't really look at any thoughts of raises and whatever until we figure out where we're at.
In which we have next court, I think Crystal has to give her papers. And I have to have all my figure's pretty close to her.
When you
so-
get anything, holler at me. I'm curious about that.
Yeah, once I get it done, I'll. let
So,
you know.
one more question before we go to y'all. Do y'all want Shauna just for the heck of it to figure out? We don't know nothing till we get numbers in, but y'all want to do like a 50 cent, 75 or $1 raise just to see where we would stand, so if it comes down to it, we'll have the figures ahead of time, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that'd be fine. I think she's fine, I'm sure. I
That
can't
way-
answer for these guys.
That way we'll be just that much ahead if there's a possibility that we can work that in there, depending on what our figures come out as. I have no idea what this tax note, what it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be 4 cent difference, but I'd rather have a 4 cent difference. All right.
So how much? 50 cents?
Y'all wanna do a 50 and $1? 50 and $1. Or just do $1 and divide it by 2. I know we're putting a lot on you, but again, thank all of y'all for everything. Shauna, thank you. Kristen, everybody that's here, thank y'all. We're gonna make it. You got a question?
I got a question. We had, I believe you had one too as well, from Chrissy Joe Phillip from the chamber. You know, just asking us to join, so what are y'all's thoughts? I mean, I'm busy enough, Roy's busy enough. Sorry?
Commissioners Court as a whole?
We can't all be there at the same time.
No, I mean, and I don't know what, if it'd be, I didn't really ask, talk to her yet. Would it be out of, being an individual, or did you just, ask them as court, I don't know,
To join as far as,
Chamber of Commerce? Has anybody ever done it before since we're new?
Not that I remember.
Yes, sir, because I was Chamber of Commerce.
I don't know if there's anything,
Yeah, I'm out of the welder there.
is there anything that would be banning a commissioner's court from joining the chamber? I don't know how.
I was thinking about opening the box down.
It would have to be single.
That could be a single individual, right?
Now,
I mean, on my behalf, I'm busy enough.
Yeah, me too.
Brought it up.
Huh?
Well, yeah.
Already approved,
They don't show up.
Did you have a question also? He said you had a question too.
you,
He said you did.
You got something bothering you.
because I'm back up over here, nobody say anything.
I appreciate you doing most of the talking.
You ought to give me some of your check.
All right.
Just give me your check. and I'll-
If there's nothing further, Commissioner Roy?
Commissioner? Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? So Shauna, we'll be all right just for the last two on the last day, so that won't be so bad? Okay.
Because then we'll kind of know what we need to add.
You went over there about
Where'd I
the
say?